Hello, welcome back to a new video by the Devscorch platform. My name is Johan and I will be your host in this video. Okay, so in the last few videos we have created all the admin routes. We have created the middleware as well, so we actually are sure that nobody can touch these routes. Now I was actually looking at the content filter protocol. We actually have to still implement this one. And what is this? It actually allows admins to filter on the stuff that they need to do, right? So for example, the articles, the courses, the guides, the sessions. So let's implement this. I was actually planning to do this another time, but we can do that now and then we will see what happens. So on article services, we're going to do an extension on article services. And this is going to be content filter protocol. And I think it is this one. Let me go back really quick to check for sure. We need the backend content filter protocol. Open this one up. Then we're gonna probably get error, so protocol stops, sure. Okay, so get by status, get all with status and search. So what this means, so when we say like get by status, we're actually gonna filter all the articles on what we see, right? Or on the status. So for example, the status is going to be like draft, and then we only see draft. If we're going to do like see all the articles by published, we only see published, and so on, right? So what we can do is, let me check really quick. So let courses, or in this case articles, equal try await article model dot query on rec.db dot filter / dot $. Then we're gonna have the status is equal to status, just like this, dot all, and then we're gonna do return articles. So this is really easy. So we're actually going to filter here on the status. So we actually say like, okay, so we get everything on status. Then this is actually a weird one because we already have something else. So we can actually say like get all with status. So actually we can delete this one. So we can actually go back to the protocol and we're actually going to delete the second function. Then we're going to get rid of it. Okay. So the next one is a little bit difficult. So let me open up the other project, because I actually had like a lot of problems with search. Let me see if we have it here. Nope. Probably this one. Yeah, okay. So the idea is actually that we're gonna search like for an article, right? So we can actually do this in two different ways. So we can actually say like return try await, just like this. Article model dot query on rec.db. After that, we're gonna do dot group dot or. We're gonna open this one up, or in, or dot filter. And then we're going to do backslash dot, and then we're going to do the title. It's equal to, and then I have to copy this one because I don't know how to write. I don't know how to write this one. So we're going to do this one, and then we're actually going to say term like this. And then after that one, I'm going to do dot all, just like this. Yeah, I think this is right. Let me see really quick. Okay, so what's happening here? Oh, we actually have to get rid of that one, just like this. So in here, it actually is gonna search if a title this y return try await. Let me check this really quick. You know what? Let's just call this let query is equal to try await, and then after this one we're gonna do return query. Okay, so what is happening here? Oh yeah, of course we need to add this one. So now it works. So with this operator we actually check if the title has something that looks like the term, right? And let's see if we can add another filter. Dot filter / dot $. Do we have something like tags? Does the article does it support tags? I'm not sure anymore. Let's check really quick. Yes, it does support tags. Okay. Then we actually have to see if it also has the term. Now I'm not sure if we can add multiple filters. Binary operator. Okay, so we actually can't use this binary operator on string. So we actually have to see if we can actually do something else. So we can actually say dot contain. No. Okay, so let me open up the Vapor documentation really quick. Okay, here it is. Okay, so this is the Vapor documentation. It's free for everybody to read if you want to. Okay, so this is query. And let's see if we have something like contains. Okay. Okay, so this is the contains filter. Let me see. Okay, contains substring. Does not contain substring, matches prefix. Does not match prefix, matches suffix. And does not match. Okay, so I'm not really sure which one we need, because we actually need to filter the tags. I'm not even sure if you can actually filter the array of tags. Okay, so let's go to the article model really quick and let's see what we can actually also do. So what we could do, maybe we could actually just filter the content, huh? So instead this we can actually just, instead of tags, we're just gonna do content is equal to term. I'm not sure if we can add multiple filters. Okay, we can. Okay, so that means that we're gonna filter the content. And what else? We could do the slug as well, but the slug and the title are actually the same, so we do that, so that wouldn't really make it wouldn't really make sense. And yeah, okay, so let's just leave it like this. So with this we can actually filter on the term. So the term is going to be maybe an M or maybe iOS or Xcode, and then you get actually a whole list with articles like filtered on the title with Xcode or the content of Xcode, and this way you can actually make it really big, right? This is actually really interesting. Okay, so the search and the get by status for articles is finished. Let's also go to courses, to the course service, and we're actually going to do the same. So actually going to do extension of course services, and this is going to be the backend content filter protocol. So this means that this actually allows us to the admins to filter everything. Let's get by status. So let wait a second, let me see how we did it here just to be sure. Yeah, okay, so let courses is equal to try await course model dot query on rec.db. Then we can actually do a filter /$ and we're gonna filter on the status. The status is equal to status dot all, and then return courses. Perfect. So in search we're gonna do the same thing. So we're gonna do wait a second. Let courses is equal to try await course model dot query on rec.db, and then we're gonna do dot group or dot or, then open this one up, or in, or dot filter backslash dot $. So first we're gonna do the title contains term, and the second one, or dot filter backslash dot $, the article contains term. And okay, so let's go really quick to the course model to see what else we can filter, because maybe we can actually get more information. So we still don't know how to do the tags, we don't know that, but we could do the description as well. So we could actually filter on the description. So or dot filter, or dot filter backslash dot $, description, term, and under there dot all, and then return courses, just like this. Theoretically this should work. Perfect. So now we actually are adding like search for like all the courses, right, for everything, and also for guides. And the whole thing is, for the front end, maybe it would actually be better to write like a generic search function, so a function that actually searches every model. So yeah, we're gonna research that. I think I already have an idea how we're gonna do that, but I'm not sure yet. So then we go here. Then we're gonna go to the extension of guide services, of backend content filter protocol. Then we're gonna do open up. So get by status, let guides equal to try await guide model dot query on rec.db dot filter backslash dot $, and this is gonna be the status equal to status dot all, and then return guides. Okay, we go to search, let guides equal to try await guide model dot query on rec.db, and then we're gonna do the same as we did before. We're gonna do dot group dot or, and open this one up, or in, or dot filter backslash dot, like this. Then we can actually say like title is equal to term. So I actually just figured something out, right? We actually are making this really hard for the admins themselves. So we can do return guides. So when we go back here to course service, we actually don't want to search this, because we only want to search like the course in particular. But we can actually delete this, and we can actually add this to the front end search. So when the user is actually gonna search for content, then we can actually delete this, and we only filter on the title in the backend. But in the front end, we actually can start searching on everything that we want and all the information that we want. Okay. So now we're gonna add the last one to the session system, extension of session service of backend content filter protocol Then we wait till the protocol shows himself, then fix, then get by status. Let sessions is equal to try await session model dot query on rec.db, then dot filter backslash dot dollar sign status equal to status dot all return sessions. So I once built like an API also with like get by status, and it was actually really stupid. I actually wrote like 8 functions because all the functions was actually specialized in one session or like in one status. And actually I was really stupid because I could actually just filter on status, but it was actually in my beginning days of Vapor I didn't really know that, so that was actually really interesting. So let sessions is equal to try await session model dot query on rec.db, then we're gonna do dot group dot or in, and we're gonna do or dot filter backslash dot so this search is also gonna be on the title equal to term. You know what, we're gonna add this one term, okay, and then return sessions, and we also have to add dot all, just like this. Okay, and so now we have to do there is one more problem here, and when we go to users, we actually want to search for a user as well, right? So we actually only need to search. So when we go back to the backend content filter protocol, let's add one more protocol, just like this. And we're actually gonna call this backend. You know what? Search user protocol. And then we can actually just copy and paste this one inside. And we're actually gonna retrieve a user model dot public, just like this. And when we go back, and then we go to the user, then we can go here, extension, and the extension is gonna be user service. There's gonna be a search user protocol. I'm gonna open this one up. Then we have to wait till it complains, and it is not complaining. Why are you not complaining? Yeah, of course. We need to associate a type of request. That should fix it. Perfect. Then we go here. And now it complains. So then we say add protocol. Now we're actually gonna add like a system as well, so that we can search the user, right? So let the user is equal to try await user model dot public, no, user model dot query on rec.db, just like this. And then we can actually say dot filter, no, dot group, sorry. So dot group dot or, open this one up, or in. Then we can do or dot filter backslash dot so let's call, like, I think we're gonna do filter on the username, and I actually have to go back to articles really quick because I don't know how to write this operator. It's actually really bad, but I have no idea how to do it. User name, just like this, term, and we're also gonna add or dot filter backslash dot name. So in case the user actually gives us a name, or if he says like no, you can do it with the email, you can actually do dot email equal to term. And you know what, let's also add the backend, the last name. So filter backslash dot last name term. Okay, then dot all, and then return users. So this allows us admins to search for the user in the backend. Maybe if we ever have to check something or we have to change something. And let me see. Oh yeah, of course. After .all, we actually have also after users we can do .convert to public, so that we only see like the public information and not all the user information. And yeah, if you ever need to change something for user or user has a problem, we can actually support them this way, so we can actually search them. So for example, when Devscorch Academy has like 20,000 users, I don't have to scroll to 20,000 users in the table. And this way we can actually, yeah, search for a user. Okay, so now we have implemented that. Let's go to the protocols again. And then we're gonna go to the, let me think really quick, the content protocol, because we already have the content handler protocol here. Let me think really quick. Content filter protocol. Okay, so under the content, under the search user protocol, we're gonna create a new protocol, and we're gonna call this back and filter handler protocol. So this actually allows us to call the let me see. So this actually allows us to call one, and it actually allows us to call these three, right? So the backend filter protocol, we're gonna call func. Oh, this has to be static func. I'm really sorry. Otherwise this is not gonna work. Static. And this one as well. Static. Static. This one as well. And we actually have to go back to the article servers really quick. We actually have to make this all static, otherwise we can't call them. Just like this. And also the core service. So we can actually do command shift and then static. Guide services as well. One true. Static. Last but not least is going to be the function or the session. Static. And for the user, static func as well. Okay, then we can go back to our content filter protocol, and this has to be a static func as well. So this is going to be get by status of rec. This is going to be request. So we also have to add we also have to add like an associated type. Associated type of request. Async throws. This is going to throw an array. Let's call this associated type model and associated type of public. Just in case we need it, okay? So associated type of answer, just in case we need it. Okay, so this is going to be model, and then the next one, static func search. It's going to be, oh, first we need to do underscore there, otherwise you have to call rec. That's extra coding, we don't want that. It's going to be request. Async throws. And this is going to be model. And 1, 2. Yeah, perfect. So we can actually call it like this, and then let's go to the article model really quick, or the article controller. Okay. So we can actually create here an extension of the article service. No, article controller, and this is going to be backend filter handler protocol. Then we're going to wait till it complains, so it gives us the functionality. And it's not complaining. Why are you not complaining? Okay, maybe get by status, and then do it ourselves. So in here we can do let status is equal to rec.parameters.get, and this is going to be status, just like this. And then we can actually do return try await article services dot get by status is going to be rec, and the status is going to be status, and we probably have to force and wrap that one. Okay, and the next one is going to be search. Let me think. Then we're going to do let term is equal to rec.parameters.get, and this is going to be term, just like this. Then return try await article services dot search rec, and the term is going to be term. Okay, that's perfect. So to save some time, we can actually copy and paste this one. So we go to course controller. This is going to be course controller. Then we can actually change this in course services. And this one we can also change in course services. And this one is going to be course model. And this one is going to be course model. So this is not, you actually shouldn't copy and paste, because if you're copying and pasting it's bad. But we can save some extra time by just copy and pasting this. This is going to be the guide controller. Then guide model, guide model, guide services, and guide services. Okay, so just two more. Then we have the session controller, just like this. Then session controller, session model, session services, session service. Then here we have session model, session services. Let me check really quick. Session controller, that's all okay. And last but not least, I'm going to do the user controller. This is going to be extension of user controller, and this is going to be the search user protocol. And I think this was going to be searched. Okay, and then we're going to call that term is equal to try rec dot auth dot rec dot parameters dot get, and this is going to be the term, and then return try await user services dot search back, and the term is going to be term. Perfect. So we actually created a few new oh, we don't need try here. So we created a few new controllers, a few new services, and now we can actually go to routes. And now we're actually going to register those. So we go here to the first one, to courses. That is going to be admin token alt group. And if I'm not mistaken, search has to be get. Let us check the documentation really quick again. Theoretically, this goes do a get to home. Yeah, I think it's get. Yeah, I'm sure it's get. You know what? We're just gonna do get, and if it doesn't work, yeah, we'll see. Okay. So then we go here. this is going to be routes enum dot courses dot raw value, comma, and then we need a route. No, courses dot. We can actually call here. We're actually gonna call like search. We don't need to add that one to the parameter. Then we're gonna do another one, and then route parameter dot term dot raw value. We're gonna use course controller dot, oh, you know what, instead of term we're actually gonna call status, and this is actually gonna be get routes in the courses, get by status. I thought we did the course controller later. Wait 1 second. Yeah, get by status, here it is. Then why can't I call it get by status? Okay. And instead of search, we're gonna take search here away. We don't need it because we're just gonna do courses, and after courses we're actually gonna search on status. Oh, wait a second. Let's go to the, I made a mistake, so let's go to the content filter protocol. This one has to be normal function, so not static, okay? So let's go to the course controller really quick. Static can be called, static can only be called directly. What this actually means is that the moment when you call a static func, you don't have to initialize the controller, but because we are initializing the controller, we can just call func. I made a mistake here, I'm really sorry. Okay, so this is fixed. So this one should stop complaining. Still doesn't. Why are you not stopping? Ah yeah, of course. Route parameter. We actually have to add another one. So case status is equal to double point status. And let's also add case term is equal to term, and let's in the routes, and let's also add here, let's add search, I think, right? Or no, we can add oh, we have to close this one up before, otherwise it doesn't work. Okay, so what we can also do in the route parameter, we can also add search here, so we can actually say like this, search. You know what? No, we're not gonna add search here. Let's add search to here. So case search, and yeah, just like this. I think this is all right. Okay, so we can go back. So the status is fixed, and now we can add search admin token auth group dot get. Okay, so we're gonna add a string. Then this, then routes enum dot courses. Oh, we have to add it. Oh, why is the string? Oh yeah, of course, we forgot the braces, just like this, and string, and then we have routes enum dot courses dot raw value, comma, then we have another string, and we can actually do routes enum dot search dot raw value, then we add another one, and this is going to be route parameter dot term, then we're going to do comma use, I'm going to close this one up, and we're going to use the course controller dot search, this one. You can get rid of that. What are you complaining about? Okay, so apparently we made a mistake here. Okay, so that is fixed. Okay, so pretty cool, right? So to be really lazy, we can actually just copy and paste these two. And we can actually paste them under here. And this is going to be guides. Guides. We're going to do status, and this is going to be guide controller. This is going to be guide controller. So this is bad practice, never copy, but this just saves time, so you guys don't need to see me write something 10,000 times. Articles. Articles. So search and status, that is okay. Then we have article controller. And here we're gonna do the article controller. Perfect. And then last but not least. Yeah, not last but not least, but we also have to add it to the users. And then we have that is okay. And this is gonna be a session controller. This one is gonna be session controller. Okay, pretty nice. And we could also use we could also add the user search and user thingy, but we're not gonna add it now. We're gonna add it another time, because for how's it called? For patching users or deleting users, we actually have to add another system, because we didn't have that system in place yet, because we can't reuse this system. That's actually going to be really hard. Okay, so yeah, we actually did a lot. We actually created a few new services, we created a new controller, and we actually added a few new routes. And as you can see, the API is actually coming to completion. We actually are doing a great job here. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys learned something. In the next video, I think, yeah, in the next video we're gonna write a protocol for the front end, so where the front end and the users can actually get all the information and everything. And we're gonna figure out how we can actually filter on certain users, and that we can actually see that if they are subscribed, that they can get all the information back. Yeah, that they can get all the information back than the users who are not subscribed, and that's also going to be really interesting. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I see you next time.